Manatees, the gentle sea mammals, continue to struggle to survive in Florida's waters. They're dying at an alarming rate since 2020, and many of them are addicted to power plants. Currently, over half of Florida manatees seek shelter from the winter cold in warm water discharges at coal and gas power plants. But those power plants are disappearing as energy companies shift away from fossil fuels to combat climate change.
Those industrial warm water sources will be eliminated. And if we don't find a way to wean manatees off of those, they've become accustomed to them now. And to do that safely, we'll lose about 60% of the manatee population in Florida is dependent on these artificial sources. So
That's a
that's a
lot.
huge part of the population, and it's a very dangerous proposition.
Manatees cannot live in temperatures under 20 degrees Celsius. Their natural habitats have been ravaged by pollution, development, and human interference, leading to malnutrition and loss of feeding areas. Power plants are not ideal for their health. Polluted waters make it difficult for seagrass to thrive, the main source of nutrition for manatees.
Manatees in Florida need to stay warm when temperatures drop in the wintertime. And so they are aggregating around a couple of power plants there. So you'll have thousands of manatees in this area, which they come sort of expecting, you know, where's the buffet? And they arrive and it's not there. And so they have been starving and dying as a consequence of that starvation, but also other health concerns that are associated with malnutrition.
According to Florida's Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, the state averages more than 700 manatee deaths per year, despite efforts to protect them. The manatee population is estimated between 8 to nearly 12,000. Activists emphasize the need for increased funding to save the manatees. Save the Manatee Club suggests a small tax on energy generation to explore solutions for the manatees' habitat challenges.
We would look for areas where there's already natural warmer groundwater. We would use it to protect our natural springs and ensure that they're going to be around for decades and decades going forward. We may have to modify, literally, physically, dredge or create an area where the heat can be held longer. We may have to supplement it with some actual warming from solar in sort of more induction heating, not creating photovoltaic systems that then turn it into electricity, but literally just gain the heat from the sun like we did in the old days with solar hot water tanks and things like that.
Florida's government has allocated over $30 million towards manatee rescue, rehabilitation efforts, and habitat restoration. So not all hope is lost, but technology and scientific innovation are required to ensure the species' survival. The state's government even acknowledged that it took nearly 50 years for manatees to become dependent on power plants, and it could take the same amount of time to win them off. Nitza, Soledad, Perez, CGTN, Miami.